Well, good afternoon, welcome to my channel. My name's John. Today I'm making zucchini and asparagus fritters with a little side serving of some strawberries, oranges and baby spinach leaves. I've got some sour cream on the top. They go well with the chili and paprika that I've got in the fritters. Come on, let's get cooking. Courgettes, asparagus, spring onions, oranges and strawberries. These are just some of the gorgeous ingredients in our courgette fritters that we're making today. Come on, let's get cooking. First, let's grate our courgettes, or I think in America you call them zucchinis. Right, we want to get as much of the moisture out as possible from these grated courgette. So we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, stir this through and leave them for 10 to 15 minutes. Right, we've chopped up our asparagus and our onions. We're now going to put them in a pan and fry them until they're softened. Right, let's add a bit of butter and a little bit of oil and bring that up to temperature. Rightio, let's get these in. Beautiful, that's going to be fantastic fritters. That's all nice and soft now. I'm going to drain this excess oil and butter away from this and put it to one side to cool. Right, now we're going to squeeze all the liquid we can out of these courgettes. Right, keep doing this until you've got through all of it. Now we're going to make the batter. So what I'm doing is I've cracked 2 eggs in this cup. I'm going to beat the eggs and then pop it in this bowl. Right, I poured the eggs in there. Now we're just going to add our asparagus and our onions, now cooled off. Just stir that in. Now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of chickpea flour, or you can use normal flour if you want. There we are. And now also half a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to add a wee grind of salt and pepper. And our spring onions. Right in with our spring onions. And a quarter of a teaspoon of chili flakes. And half a teaspoon of paprika. There we are, that's a nice loose batter. And now all we need to do is add our zucchini. Right, I've just added some garlic and now we're going to add our 3 tablespoons of parmesan cheese. And now we're going to add in our zucchini. Now we'll get, as soon as we've combined all this, we'll get our pan on with some peanut oil, or you can use rice bran oil, also has a high smoke point, and that will get our fritters nice and crispy. Back when that's up to heat. Right, in with our oil. Not too much, but at least enough to cover the entire pan. At this stage it may pay to turn the oven on just to around about 100 degrees Celsius, so you can transfer your cooked fritters into the oven and keep them warm while the others are cooking. Right, let's start cooking these fritters. Now you can make them as big or small as you like. That's about right for me. I'm going to be doing 3 at a time, because with each one you lower the temperature of your cooking oil, and that's going to mean that you're probably not going to get your fritters as crispy as you want. So put them in there, leave them for at least 3 to 4 minutes. And don't be tempted to get in there with whatever implement you want and start mucking around with them. They will fall apart. So give them time. I'll be back when it's flipping time. If you can see over there, I've got a I've got a lens cap. I've got a tray there with some baking paper. That's to put my fritters on, to keep them warm in the oven while my other fritters cook. Right, back to the main event. These are ready, and that's perfect. You see, even when they're perfect, they're still hard to deal with, so give them the time. Now, once you flip them, they will not take as long for the other side. Probably only about 2 minutes. Then we can take them out, put them on our tray and keep them warm. I'll come back once I've done all of these. There's our final 3. This makes 9 in all, so you should do 3 batches. Now I'm going to cut up the strawberries, the baby spinach leaves and the orange, and we'll plate up and have a tasting. Right, I've got a knife and a fork. This can only mean one thing. Let's get some of the zucchini fritter. Wow, that goes so well with the strawberry. Let's have a little. Oh, that's just absolutely delicious. Well, I'm going to get tucked into this. It's getting on to be a very late lunch for me. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you make this at home one day when you've got a little bit of time, and I'll catch you on my next recipe.